everybody. Welcome to the show that the Bravo Network wanted to buy and rebrand as the Real Gamblers of Las Vegas, but we refuse to throw glasses of wine on each other when we give out a losing pick. It's called Punchlines. I'm Frank Nicotero, the host, lifelong sports fan, longtime comedian. I did it backwards, ladies and gentlemen, but that's okay. Today's show will hit you with the jokes when you least expect it, like this Miami Marlins reporter after last night's thrilling win. She got a bath. This is pretty cool. Watch the guy in the middle. He sees it coming. And seeing for the first time.
Oh my goodness.
The translator in the middle of the clip.
I feel like I just made me
Oh, it was Jazz Chisholm who did it, right?
Yeah. Let's keep going. Oh, that was
Can you show it one more time? Just show it one more time, man. Because look at the guy's face in the middle. The translator. Watch his face. He sees it coming.
It's so brutal.
And Alex, has this happened to you?
Yes,
You
it
said
has.
partially.
But I dodged it, so only the right side of me.
All right, the man who put that clip up there for us behind the glass, the man who once posed with a football to his ear in a picture that was titled House Call. When are we getting that? We got to get that picture.
No.
Ryan's mom, are you watching? It's our super producer, Ryan B. McCormick. The B stands for Boy Wonder. As he continues to set up the show daily with our menu of segments. Ryan, what's cooking today?
Well, it is a Wednesday, so we will each have a Hump Day Homer pick.
There you go. We got to pay
And some good posts with punchlines. We've got a Who Day Wednesday signature with Alex.
It's our sound effects.
Some announcements that happened yesterday or in the morning, and then some mascot content.
What are you wearing, by the way? Is this I'm trying to see your jersey.
It's a Giants jacket.
For Willie Mays. All right, we'll get to that. Yeah, remind me, we'll get to that. I didn't notice. Okay, the woman who said she got splashed once at the stadium, but she avoided it. She ducked out of it. It's the middle of the week. It's the middle of the week, but she sits on my right. It's two-time national champion, Dodger of Water, sports betting analyst Alex White is here, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Alex White. And comedy comes in threes. So you did Hump Day, did Who Day, you did Alex White. Alex,
Very good.
what's happening? What's cooking for picks at 12:36?
3 WNBA games on the board today, so I have 2 picks that I really like, and then I really like my home run pick.
Do you?
Yes,
Okay.
I do. So
All
that's a
right. Well, I
tease.
like it. That is a perfect tease. Speaking of the WNBA, we just unfortunately heard that Cameron Brink torn an ACL.
Yes.
Man, she's really big for the sport right now. She's doing, I mean, everywhere on social media. She's a beautiful girl. She's, what is she, like 6'6"? 6'7"?
Yeah.
Tall.
She's very tall.
She's
And heels, she's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. She's 7 feet tall. Unfortunately, LA Sparks, that hurts. She tore an ACL, but we'll be looking forward to those picks.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate. I mean, WNBA is such a short season as it is, so we won't get to see her till next year again.
Man. And then was she? No, she didn't make the Olympic team, right? No, so she's not on any of those 3x3 teams. And
She was on the
Wasn't she on the
3x3.
3x3?
Yeah.
She was. We had the reaction video, so now
Yes.
she's out of the Olympics.
Uh-oh, is there a spot?
Oh
That wouldn't be a good.
because she was the tall middle.
They need, yeah.
But boy, oh my God, Ann, are they not going to clamor for Caitlin Clark? Even Caitlin Clark's like, no, that's fine. Go ahead, I'll get it in 4 years or whatever. But
Well, being left off the Olympic team in general for Caitlin Clark.
yeah, but now there's a spot open. Ann brought up a very, very good point. All right, so switching to laughter, our comedy clip of the day, or the CCO of the D. Ryan sent me this clip. It's an abbreviation. We're big on abbreviations here. CCO of the D. Ryan sent this the other day. I didn't believe it was real. I actually clicked on the link. There's a thing called like gas fights, they call it, or something.
I think, yeah.
Anyway,
gas boxing.
I don't know how to set this up. It's our comedy clip of the day. It's truck boxing. So this is in Russia?
I believe so.
There it is, gas fight. So they get 2 guys on a truck and they box. I don't
moving
know how
truck.
this is judged.
Yeah.
Is it a fight till they run out of gas? And they were playing Eye of the Tiger,
Yeah,
so
I
I
have
appreciate
no-
Russia playing a little Rocky.
No explanation for it, no understanding of it, just
I mean, when you thought
Fighting in
you'd
the
bet
back
on
of the
everything.
truck.
Alex, do you have a line on any of these fights? You could maybe
Not yet, but we will soon enough.
do a deep dive on that. Maybe Jake Paul goes over there in case Mike Tyson can't make the fight in November. You know, I'd like to see Jake Paul fight in a truck like that. It'd be kind of cool.
slam on the brakes.
Exactly. That's what I was just going to slam on the brake. Oh, we knocked him out. That's just, I mean, those are the weird sports that someone in Russia was betting on. Someone had a line, and I would do a Russian accent, but I can't. Can you do a Russian accent?
I cannot.
Ryan, you have a Russian accent, right? That's
Nah.
I would box in the truck. I would beat him to death. That wasn't bad. Okay.
That's really tough, though. I mean,
You're fighting in a moving vehicle.
Correct. The stability that they have to have, just
Right.
stand there, let alone
Gotta
throw
work
punches.
on the core. Gotta
Yep.
work on one
It's
of
a
those
lot of
things
core
right
work.
there. Today is episode 178. It's our 178th show, which means I think I've been at the desk 175. Alex and her dad, Kenny, hosted 3 when I was in New Orleans. Ryan, you've missed a handful, right, with the birth of Aubrey.
Yeah. You also hosted a couple from LA.
Oh, I did. That's right. That's right. So maybe only 169th time. But anyway, we're getting there. We're coming up on the 200 show. What do we have for the 200 show, Ann? It's a surprise.
A surprise to everybody.
It's a surprise to everyone. We have to do something big on 200. That'll happen in about 20. Okay, so that's in July. All right, we'll work on that, ladies and gentlemen. If you have any idea, there we go. Hey, Punchies, if you're in the chat room right now and you have an idea for our 200th show, how we can celebrate it, let us know. Keith Lyle's in there first, as always. So Canadian gentleman's sweep is not 4 games. It's 4 games to 2. Yeah, well, they won. Miami, what? Frank Stallone. We love Frank Stallone. Frank, do your best impression of Frank Stallone. Oh, do my best impression overall. My best impression would be Kermit the Frog. Here we go.
Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here.
Very good.
That's all I do.
That was Kermit, not Patrick Mahomes?
It was Kermit Mahomes, yeah.
Oh, Travis, come on.
But what about if Elmo showed up?
All right, everyone's doing a Muppet. Alex, who's your Muppet?
Don't have him up.
Big Bird, Alex, Oscar the Grouch, Grover?
Cookies.
Cookie Monster, all right. No, Alex didn't want to play along.
Marvin Martian.
Guess what? Oh, my God, Marvin Ann's just coming up. All right. Alex, you're not allowed to be on the show tomorrow.
That's fine.
We have
She
Jeff
You
wasn't
tomorrow.
have 2 guests tomorrow.
If you want to come in, Bob Zaney's coming in. Today is episode 178, and we were really lucky 100 shows ago to have Paul Hempegadidibis. It's a Greek name. I know, we call him Hembo. And he was here to talk about the Stanley Cup, which is kind of topical because hockey's going on. Here's Hembo on the show 100 shows ago. Yeah, I agree too. And listen, I was rooting for the Lions. They're an underdog. I was rooting for them. Now, you said something interesting. Is that a Stanley Cup, by the way? Is that a Stanley Cup that you're drinking?
It's a Yeti.
It's a Yeti, okay.
So the Stanley Cup. So that 2 things. I got to stop here.
Please,
so 2 things
go.
now.
I know, because I'm just finding out about the craziness of the collecting of these Stanley Cups.
My wife has a Stanley Cup,
Okay.
which she holds in considerably higher regard than she does me.
Yeah, just one's
Which is to
amazing.
say,
Yeah, okay.
Like, if there's some sort of issue with us, we have 2 children, we have a dog, and in that split, the Stanley will be a part of the contract. So like that's something that will require litigation. She loves the thing. I don't know why. Secondly, I thought I was coming on the sports show to get away from the Taylor Swift stuff because my wife, as everyone
We
knows,
got to mention it. We have to mention. We had to put her on the cover. That's all. We just wanted that little mention there.
is a card-carrying Swiftie. And so, like, I wake up every morning to, like, 6 Instagram messages from her from random things on the internet that she has sent me regarding Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift and all the rest of it. Like, I personally am not – I know there's a lot of sports fans that are, sort of hot and bothered by this. I can tell you this. By the end of next week, I am going to be Kelce'd out. And that is coming from someone for whom Jason Kelce might be my favorite Eagle ever. That's coming from someone who thinks Travis Kelce might be the greatest tight end of all time.
Yeah.
And it's someone who kind of casually likes Taylor Swift's music.
There you go.
These 2 weeks are so long, guys.
I will just say, I never thought I would buy a Stanley Cup. Absolutely love my Stanley Cup, though. And
Everyone raves about them. Seems very
it is
popular.
the
I don't have
best.
one. Got to get one.
Today's a special day, too. You could get your teacher a Stanley Cup because today's National Thank a Teacher Day, which is kind of weird that it is happening in
the
the
summer when you can't thank them. Exactly.
And it's also National Garfield Day.
Garfield. I like Garfield the cat.
I do, too. I like Odie the best. though.
Odie was the dog, right?
And we also have another cat that we love.
Well, it's National Cat Day. What other cat do we love? Oh, my God. It's Chalk the cat, a.k.a. Crash the cat.
What? That's crazy.
It is crazy. Anne is on fire today, by the way. She's done about 5 different voices. She's done 3 calls to hump day, like calls to action. I don't know what that's called, but cheers, maybe. Oh. All right, Ryan, how do you pronounce Hembo? Hembakides? And how do you pronounce
good.
the Greek freak's name?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It's not Giannis.
Oh, man. It rolls
Greek
off
over
the
here.
tongue.
Doing Chris Proud over there. All right. So it's time for That's Crazy. It's our most popular segment, ladies and gentlemen. People rave about it all the time. By the way, for our 200th show, Tommy says, have Reno Paul on again. Well, Reno Paul. We haven't had a Paul's pick in a week. So we'll do it again. Paul, you do the best videos. Paul, you're on the 200th episode. Book it now. Paul's been a little under the weather lately. I don't even know if he's there right now. Oh, he is. He's so down, he says. All right. And Keith Lyle's idea for our 200th show, get an actual camel for hump day. Who do we know? Who do we know?
I love that.
I think we know what the bill's going to.
I'll rent a camel. I will take that too fast. I will rent a camel so fast. You know, we got Steve Stallworth who runs the arena over there. There's like 1,000 horses in that
You're just going to dress a horse up like a camel?
Yes. Oh my God. Hey, we had the Clydesdales parade through the sports book. Let's get a horse playing a camel. We're doing it. Keith, you can be on the show that day too for your brilliant idea.
The Clydesdale did make a bet though, so we will have to have this camel also make a bet. Picks at 12:36.
Oh my God, the 200 show is coming together.
I don't.
All right, you got to think in advance for 200 shows.
I don't think it's a Wednesday though.
I know. We'll make it a Wednesday. We're gonna cancel a show.
Right.
We're gonna make it. Someone do the math and figure out. Keith, do the math and figure out when it'll be.
It would be a Friday.
Well, 180, right? Because 180 is on a Friday. So does that therefore make 20 shows?
5
It'll be 5 weeks
days.
later. So it's late July.
5 weekdays.
It'll be a Friday.
5 shows every week.
Oh my God, we're gonna have like a party on a Friday with a camel. Oh my God, the Monday montage is already cut, ladies and gentlemen, for the August 1st.
Jerry said they used to do alpaca auctions in the arena.
Give me anything. I want to see Ann say hump day, spook the camel, and have him break a monitor like me, so I'm not the only one.
He's gonna spit on you.
You know what? I got to look on
What day is
Amazon.
that on, though?
Maybe we can get one on Amazon. What's that?
What day is that on?
Friday.
It's a Friday the what? What's the date?
Roughly July. I don't know.
Okay.
Keith, figure it
19th.
out.
It might be July
Jerry.
19th.
July 19th?
I don't know.
Okay, I'll be here.
What? We're on so 80.
We
You're
were just
here?
talking about that day though,
I know.
because there's
Yeah.
only
It'd be
three
19th.
three games in July for the Aviators.
Right.
Well,
Wait,
late
is
July.
it July 19th? I have to leave right after the show though, so we can't party tour because I have a one-nighter up in Utah that night in St. George or something at some theater. Might have to move that show because we're gonna have a big party on the 200th show. Chris is probably in here to come up with some ideas on the 200th
You
episode.
have a one-night stand?
It's a one-night show. Did I say a one-night stand?
No.
It's a one-night gig in Utah. All right, 200th episode, Chris. We're gonna try to get a live camel in here. Can you okay that?
Yeah.
Okay. Chris is like, sure, I know, but he's right there. All right, so anyway, it's time for Alex says, that's
explain.
Okay,
crazy.
Ryan's going to help me out here, but it has to do with the game last night. The Oilers did win, force a game 6, but the ending of that game was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It was.
Empty net goal. Matthew Tkachuk diving save. Yeah, if you want to run.
I was actually watching this live because I wanted to watch the last period. And that
Right
is
there.
like, if this is a movie, you give him 10 shots to do that, to just get it on the line. I know McDavid scored anyway, but that was a
Right.
hell of a save.
And you can tell he's like, I just did all of that.
I know, all that I just here it is. I mean, AI could not make that closer to almost going in.
It's incredible.
And just imagine if Florida gets it, ties up the game and wins in overtime and wins the cup. That would be considered one of the greatest hockey plays of all
Then
time.
it would not be forgotten in time.
It would not be forgotten, which it will be forgotten by tomorrow. Soon to be forgotten. Is that what you titled it? Excellent. Very good. Very good. That was a hell.
Shouldn't knock the goal.
Oh, yeah, you could. If you're not going to, then
Well,
they have to stop
And
playing.
then-
The net did come up a little
It
bit.
did, but it landed
Yeah.
back on the
Yeah,
magnets,
the
right?
post came back down in
Chris
the hole.
brings up a good
Yeah.
point. Could have knocked it off. All right, that is a great one. That was crazy, and I watched it. And, you know, we go back to Edmonton. Everyone racks up some frequent flyer miles. Maybe the Edmonton fans celebrate in the stands because they're happy that they're there again. So, yeah. All right, that was Alex's That's Crazy. Very good one. Ryan McCormick, what do you got?
Mine's going to be a two-parter.
I like the two-parters. We always do.
Looking at the Dodgers game in Colorado last night.
Oh, my God.
Their big comeback.
Is this the check swing?
Which maybe
Yep.
shouldn't have happened. That'll be my second part.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry to step on it.
So the opening part, kind of the beginning to their comeback, in the top of the 6th inning, Shohei Ohtani hit the longest
God.
home run this season at 476 feet into the forest in center field in Colorado.
Into the forest.
And on that left side, you're getting a look at where it would have landed in all
awesome.
30 major league
Wow.
ballparks.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
Going over the batter's eye in a lot of parks. My favorite was in Milwaukee at like middle of the scoreboard.
Wow.
Would have been really funny to watch.
Oh, my God. In the Rogers Center in Toronto, he hit it to Alberta. Jesus.
Yeah. So I thought that one was really cool, and a mammoth shot by Shohei, who we'll probably hear
Who
more
put that-
about in a bit.
Yeah, yes, we will. Who put that together? That was well done.
There's an account on Twitter that does those animations.
My
for
God,
a
we
lot of
have
home
to follow
runs.
that. That's phenomenal. I need to
Yes.
follow them because that was really cool.
I can maybe get it in a second. So it's at Distance Tracker.
Oh
MLB
my God, I
Distance
need
Tracker.
to follow that right now. That was awesome.
The profile picture is Manfred with a clown nose.
I love them even more. Super follow them.
Okay, so now my second part, Frank had mentioned it. In the
Frank ruined it.
top of the ninth, Teoscar Hernandez check swing would have been strike 3. Called ball, called no
Here's the
check swing. Yeah, I pause it for
Look
a
at
quick
this.
frame to see. He definitely goes across.
Oh my God, it's a full
The
swing.
very next pitch, Teoscar Hernandez sends it into the bullpen, giving the Dodgers a lead. The last 327 road teams who were down by 5+ runs after 8 innings ended up losing the game because that makes sense.
Yeah.
The Dodgers broke that streak against the Rockies last night.
Wow. And I believe the outfielder for the Rockies is Jake Cave, who was there.
Yeah, absolutely livid at the
first base umpire. How he didn't get kicked out right there, I don't know, but I love that.
I mean,
The game's
yeah, the manager was tossed,
Yeah.
arguing the
Bud
check
Black,
swing.
right? Or is
yeah.
it Bud Black? Yeah.
And then, the very next pitch,
Yeah.
Teoscar Hernandez sends it into
Again,
the
we
bullpen.
talked about writing movies and scripts. That hockey save by Kachuk, that you can't script that. That was strike 3. I was watching the game on because we can't. The games are blacked out here, so someone I know gave me a good way to watch games when they're blacked out here in Vegas. Not going to name names, but B is for blackout.
My title on that one was thanks to the, in parentheses, Dodger Blues.
Ah,
Thanks to
thank
the
you.
Blues.
You got to bring up the. Listen, Reno Paul was going nuts at that game because is Frank drinking a beer? No, I'm not. Does it seem like it? I'm in a good mood today. I don't know. It's always
Your
fun show.
glass.
It's the glass.
You're
Oh, my glass. Yes. No, it's a Long Island iced tea. What do you think? It's iced tea, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, I get a glass of ice from the very nice bartenders here. If I have some ones on me, I throw them to them. Not every time, but, not made of money. But back to the show.
Yeah.
Reno Paul was going nuts last night with that game because it was 7-2.
It was 9.
9, whatever.
No, they
they
ended up
scored
winning.
7 in the
They ended
ninth,
up
right?
winning 9.
It was
Yeah.
9-4.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
they got to 11. Teoscar Hernandez, I told Paul when they signed him, I said, this guy's going to be a steal for the Dodgers because he had a great year last year with was the Mariners.
4.
He's going to hit. He's going to be protected in that lineup with all those hitters. Everyone's going to forget about. He has 18 homers right now, I think. I mean, he's on pace for like a 40 home run season. And it's a guy that when you look at the Dodgers acquisitions, Shohei, Yamamoto, Glass now. Oh, yeah, Teoscar Hernandez. And he's like the heart and soul of that team, man. That is a massive pickup. And again, I love the Dodgers, but I hate how they do it. He said MVP. Right now, he'd be up there. All right, yeah, so that's crazy. Now, shifting gears, we were talking about the Dodgers. We're going to go to the most... Oh, did you have something?
Is that your That's Crazy?
No, my That's Crazy is coming up now.
Okay.
We're going to talk about this, and we have to shift gears. I mean, the Dodgers' biggest enemy is the Giants. If you grow up a Dodger fan, you hate the Giants, the hated ones. But yesterday, Willie Mays passed away, one of the greatest baseball players of all time. A lot of people will argue right now he was the best. You got to remember,
Right.
He came up his rookie year, then he had to go serve in Korea. So 2 years of his prime. Let's just say he hits 40, 45 homers those 2 years. Give him another 90 on top of his 660. He breaks Babe Ruth's record, and Hank Aaron has to break his record. All-around player. And the stat I thought that was crazy about Willie Mays was only player in baseball history, 3,000 hits. He had a career 300 average, 300 homers, 300 stolen bases. So there he is, the Say Hey Kid, and lived to be 93. And Ryan, you're wearing a jacket, I understand. Let's see that.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that?
This was actually my pop's jacket. They lived in the Palo Alto area, the San Francisco area. So he grew up a big.
So is that really
San
old? Is
Francisco
that kind of
Giants
like
fan.
a vintage coat?
I mean, I'm not sure when he got it. But
Wow.
yeah, he was a big Mays fan, big Giants fan in general. Their restaurant, Sundance, actually has a lot of sports memorabilia all
that's
across
cool.
sports. And so a lot of my first stories with Willie Mays, hearing about Willie Mays, was because of those,
Yeah.
the awesome memorabilia in the restaurant.
I obviously didn't get to see him play either, but heard all the stories. And Willie Mays, also his career earnings, $1.8 million. High in 1969 of $125K. Obviously, Yes, it's all relative with inflation. But the fact he made what some major league pitchers make in one start.
Yeah.
In one start, I think Yamamoto, or is he deferred too? I don't remember.
No, but
So
he's
say I started
making less than Otani's making, even though he deferred the $680 million.
Willie Mays, 100. Now I saw a really cool clip. I think it was I don't know if we can use it or not, but Willie Mays playing in an old timers game at age 50, and it was at Shea Stadium where the Mets play, and he made a running catch at 50 and tumbled, and I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, he was still going after the ball at 50. But Willie Mays, again, you could argue, I mean, the greatest baseball player, 2 years of his prime, Ted Williams, the same thing. And the ironic thing is we were talking about Willie Mays yesterday because of your top 5 list with walk-off homers.
Yeah.
Was Willie on it?
He was not on
He
that
wasn't,
list,
but we
no.
brought him up.
Not in the top 5, yeah. But yeah, another thing kind of fitting makes it kind of a good story. Last night, minor league baseball played a game at Rickwood Field where Major League Baseball will be playing tomorrow night with the Giants and Cardinals. And that's the first stadium that Willie Mays made his
he
baseball
played in the Negro
debut.
League. So that's where,
so it kind of a surreal story.
Yeah, it's amazing that it happened. It's like when Frank O'Hara's passed away right before they retired his number, but it gives it a little more weight, I guess, to talk about. There's only 2 Negro League players alive still, I think, is what I read. I don't know who they are, but he was obviously the most famous one still around. But Willie Mays, 93. Steve Blass, who played for the Pirates, was on the show during the Pirate game today. They brought him on because he pitched against him, and it was his hero. He grew up in New York, Steve Blass, who won a World Series ring with the Pirates in 71. He's like, this is my idol I'm pitching against. So he threw him a pitch. It was a ground ball to first base, and Blass was just so amazed he didn't cover first. So the manager called him in after the game that he won 9-2, and he's going to say, what a great game I pitched. He goes, you're fined $100 for not covering first. Spell my name right on the check. But anyway, so Willie Mays, rest in peace. We love Willie Mays.
24 times he was an All-Star.
Yep.
War number 24.
War number 24.
Yeah.
Barry Bonds, who I do like when he was a Pirate, when he signed with his hometown Giants, he wanted to wear number 24. Now Willie Mays is his godfather.
Yeah.
It's his godfather. So he was like, hey, and everyone's like, so he wore 25. But the ball's on Barry Bonds to say, hey, I want to wear your number as like a tribute. No. You're not wearing Willie Mays' number.
So I ended up finding the other 2 still living.
Oh, you did? Who are they?
League players. So Bill Greason, who is 99 years old now.
Wow.
And Ron Schoolboy Teasley, who is 97.
97. They had the best. Cool Papa Bell is still one of the best. Cool Papa Bell. They said Cool Papa Bell was so fast. He had a single up the middle, and the ball hit him sliding into second. And he was so fast that he could turn off the. He was so fast that he could turn off the lights in his hotel room and be in bed before the light went out. He could hit the light switch. Those were just things I read about when I was a kid. All right, so what do we have next? That's crazy. Good job.
So moving from That's Crazy into some announcements that happened over the last 2 days. So this morning, Monty Williams.
No, this is crazy, though. This could be in there still.
Yeah, Monty Williams, the now former head coach of the Detroit Pistons, has been relieved of his duties as the Detroit Pistons head coach after 1 season with the team. So here's a little look at the timeline for you.
Okay.
May 2023, May of last year, he was fired by the Suns, getting a $20 million plus buyout. June of 2023, so 1 year ago, he was hired by the Pistons on a 6-year, $78.5 million deal, the largest coaching contract in the NBA history at the time. And 1 year later, today, fired by the Detroit Pistons after 1 season, securing a $65 million plus buyout.
And you titled that Monty Williams and the Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Hold on. Monty Python. I'm surprised you know Monty Python.
Caden said that you would say that.
I'm not a huge Monty Python. Life of Brian's funny. I like that. Or what's the one with the knights and the neek? That's Life of Brian, right? Meaning of Life? No, it's Life of Brian, I think.
I'm not sure.
No, it's Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Duh. But well done on that.
So in the NBA and the NHL, how many wins does it take to win a championship in the playoffs?
12?
Takes
16.
16.
Oh, is it 4 rounds now? Jeez.
The Detroit Pistons in 82 games had 14 wins.
Jesus.
So the Celtics had more wins than the Pistons in the playoffs than the Pistons had all regular season.
So how did Monty? So
Wow.
he has $85 million in dead money coming to him. 20. How the hell did he get that contract? I remember
Because he was a good coach in Phoenix.
When he got fired, everyone was upset.
And it's not that he wasn't a good coach in Detroit, just that Detroit doesn't have the talent, and now they have new ownership and a new front office that just wants to start over. But I don't know if getting rid of this guy as your head coach is going to be the answer when
was it Cade Cunningham is kind of the star they got there. Yeah. Rick Mahorn does the color for the Pistons. Maybe we see if Rick Mahorn will want to come on again and make fun of me and yell at me and use obscenities at me.
Eat a burger for you?
Eat a burger for me. Still wanted to see him do it. I know he would have housed it. Anyway, so where does he go? Does he get a job right away? The Laker job's open.
Oh, my God. That is actually really fitting.
Right? It'd be a train
That
wreck.
would be...
I mean, it's because it'd be such,
Well, he would probably be given more time once LeBron retires.
True.
And then I would love if the Bulls got rid of Billy Donovan and ended up hiring Monty Williams.
But Monty Williams?
But that won't happen.
Is Donovan locked up for a while?
It's not that he's locked up for a while. It's they have no idea what they're doing.
They suck.
Their timeline is
someone mentioned Darvin Ham maybe going there to Detroit. Would they take Darvin Ham? I mean, JJ Redick, this is like, we're pretty sure it's going to happen, right?
Darvin went to Milwaukee to be an assistant with Doc, right?
Yeah, that sounds right.
And then Jeff Van Gundy is now going from being a
TV guy.
Well, no, he had left the TV.
Oh yeah, he was working
booth.
for
He was
what team?
He was with the Celtics.
Okay.
So he was a player personnel guy with the Celtics,
Yeah.
and he's now leaving the Celtics and going to the Clippers.
The Clippers, that's right. I can't believe you just said Clippers because I was going to say, speaking of Doc Rivers, have you watched Clipped yet? Are you aware of this show?
No.
So Clipped is on Hulu. There's 3 episodes available. This is Ed O'Neill from Modern Family, who I love, and Married with Children, playing Donald Sterling, and it's about the downfall of Donald Sterling when it came out that he had used some racial slurs and all that.
Things you shouldn't say.
Yeah, and he had to forced to sell the team, which is great because Ballmer's going to do a great job with that new Intuit Stadium is going to be the best. It's a good show to watch, but the casting, maybe we should do this later in the week or next week. Have you seen, because like the player playing like Steph Curry or they don't look anything like him. That DeAndre Jordan, they just found a guy that has like DeAndre's hair. It's pretty funny, but the show is good. I mean, it's not as good as the Lakers show with John C. Reilly, but it's good. So I recommend watching Clipped. Caden, do the symbol for Clipped. Remember you're doing this? It's got like nails holding a basketball because that girl, V. Civistano or whatever her name is, brought them down. But it's an entertaining show. So that's our TV corner clip of the day.
It's it's Showtime? That's the Lakers one?
Right. They couldn't call it Showtime, so they called it Paul, what did they call that show about the Lakers? They couldn't call it Showtime because it aired on HBO. It was about Showtime Lakers, but you can't.
Winning Time.
What was it?
Winning Time.
Winning Time, yeah. Which they wanted to call Showtime.
Winning Time is the Lakers equivalent.
Correct. Same thing.
You can compare Winning Time and Clipped as the Lakers compared to the Clippers.
Exactly. There you go.
It's that scale of the Clippers is a parody-ish.
There you go.
And the Lakers is an actual story tell.
There's our clip of the week right there, ladies and gentlemen. Very good. No, it's totally true. But it's entertaining. It's so stupid. And it's just fun to see Ed O'Neill on TV again because I love him so much. All right. And then another news story you got here for us, Ryan.
So the men's USA men's golf team foursome was announced. So Scotty Scheffler, Xander Schauffele, Wyndham Clark, and Colin Morikawa are going to be the 4 that represent the United States in Paris.
No Neil Shipley from Pittsburgh? All right, whatever.
Yeah, no Shipley. And
no Bryson.
Yeah, no DeChambeau, even though he just won the U.S.
Is that because of the
US
LIV thing, or is it? Okay.
I think so, right?
I'm not sure.
Or did he not want to do it, maybe?
I would imagine, no, I would think Bryson definitely wanted to do it.
I wonder why.
I'm not sure. I think these decisions were made before this last U.S. Open because Wyndham Clark was the 2023 U.S. Open champion. So I'm sure had it been made in a month, DeChambeau would be in it over Wyndham. But this is the foursome we got.
I throw Tiger Woods in there no matter what, just for ratings. If Tiger played, no matter how poorly he played, you want ratings? Is it not about ratings? And is TV about ratings?
If it was about ratings, Caitlin Clark would be on the women's team.
Caitlin Clark
that is her. She's on the golf team. Clark, that's her.
Women's team.
Yeah.
She should be.
She should be.
I know.
Yes.
But I think they
As a
didn't want to. They didn't want to
business
piss off the
decision.
vets, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Which that's what's annoying about women's sport is no
Very
other
catty.
sport would they say, I don't want to make the other guys mad,
right.
so I'm not going to put
Well-
Anthony Davis in it.
They did do it with the Dream Team though, with Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan.
What about them?
They left Isaiah Thomas off.
Oh, they left Isaiah because Jordan
Yeah.
hated him.
Yeah, right. And so this is kind of the same thing. They left
Yeah.
Peyton Clark off because
Yeah.
they didn't want to piss off Diana Taurasi, who probably shouldn't be in the Olympics.
Yeah, it's just a little long in the tooth there.
I mean, she's having a very good
She
year.
is having
but,
a very good year.
but you're talking about building for your future
Ask
and the
Kit-
marketing.
Go up to 100 young girls who
there's-
follow.
there's-
Ask them, who do they want to see? They want to see Caitlin Clark. The merchandise alone, they would.
Well,
sell.
and I love that people have like used comparisons, but like they could still win if I was their 12th man. They don't need somebody there. They dominate. The last time they lost a game is like, I don't know,
Yeah.
6 years.
Yeah.
6 times
been
ago
forever.
in the Olympics, yeah.
Christian Leitner, wasn't he? Was he on the Dream Team? There was one college guy. I think it was Leitner, wasn't it? Who was one of the best college players of all time. Didn't really translate into the pros, but they took him instead of Isaiah Thomas.
No, but you want to grow the WNBA. You use the player that's growing her most at home. You can,
Of all time.
Especially you
exponentially grow
don't
that
know
worldwide.
what the next 4 years. You don't know.
Yeah. Maybe she quits. Maybe she tears a knee. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was bad.
Maybe she
But-
leaves for the Big Three.
What's that?
Maybe
Yep.
she leaves for the Big Three.
Now, is that
For money?
what's that new league where they can get me all the money will happen after the WNBA season, right?
I'm not
The
sure.
Rivals. It's called.
Rivals.
I think she could play in that and make like $2 million. Not that she needs the money.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
She's not hurting for cash, Caitlin Clark. But that was the whole point of that one. It was started by someone famous. Damn.
The Big Three, the Ice Cube.
That's
one,
Ice
so-
Cube.
I was
Yeah.
thinking
And that's
Yeah.
what Mahorn coaches in.
I'm not sure.
But
about
that other one, we talked about it a couple weeks ago. It's called like Rivals. And it's a women's league where they're going to pay like $1 million. And it's after the WNBA season. So I think she could do it. So.
I do think I've heard about this.
Mini Dar just brought up Ed O'Bannon. Ed O'Bannon, by the way, all college athletes should thank Ed O'Bannon because of him. The nil thing kind of happened. Keith Lyle, if you have a Fire Stick, he has a blackout workaround. I keep hearing about
Not
this.
sure.
Got to get this happening, Keith. Cool in the Gang is named after Cool Papa Bell. Keith Lyle, good one. Didn't know that. Monty Python and the Holy Crap Grail. Okay. If you want to see baseball players in Chicago, go to Chicago Cobby on Lawrence. Oh, that's where they all hang, I guess. Okay. Don't like Lawrence as Doc. Mini Dar, it looks weird. But Doc Rivers was happy when he heard Lawrence Fishburne was going to play him. And if you play on the Live Tour, you have to play in the Olympics. You can't play you have to play for the Saudi national team. All right. Bird Barkley hated Isaiah Thomas too. There you go.
Yeah.
Ed O'Bannon. Why'd you say Ed O'Bannon, Mini Dar? He wasn't on the team. He was at UCLA, and he's the one who sued the NCAA to get athletes paid. Because of Ed O'Bannon, that all happened. I know he played at UCLA, and he had a brother that I met a couple times. Okay. Anyway, good job. Good job on the new stuff. Right? There we go.
That's a really good foursome though they have. For that
Yeah.
Team USA. I approve.
And by the way, the Olympics are next year.
Next month.
Again, I'm pointing out. Have you seen any advertising for the Olympics?
No.
Which are in like in 3 weeks.
No.
Again, we're going to get flooded with it soon, I guess, but I just can't believe that we haven't seen more. I tried to watch some of the swimming trials over the
Right.
weekend. It was
I
on.
did
I
too.
watched because I wanted to see the pool. I watched it, and then I'm like, okay, I'm bored.
I did jazz. Okay, WNBA
Yes,
is on.
at least I checked in. Yeah, I did the same thing. That was the highest rated game of the year, too, was the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese game.
Yep, Chicago Sky.
Chicago Sky. All right, so we have about a minute and a half to picks at 12:36.
Well, you want to talk about last night's hockey game?
Oh, yeah, do we have that, too? You had that
Yeah.
as a news story?
So
I'm sorry.
Connor McDavid is now has the 4th most points
Unbelievable.
ever in a single Stanley Cup playoff run. Gretzky had 47. Lemieux had 44. Gretzky again had 43. McDavid now has 42 and still could have 2 more games to play, at least one for sure in Edmonton. And then Gretzky is number 5 with 40. And so this guy ended up saying, give McDavid the Conn Smythe regardless of who wins, just because of
On
the
a
impact
historic
he's had.
run, more like on a historic Mick run at an MC too. And you've been so vocal all day, and then you give me that. By the way, hand him the Conn Smythe regardless of who wins. Are you opposed to a losing player win the Conn Smythe?
I was wondering the
McDavid,
same thing.
Jesus Christ. What do you think?
I would
You
like
have
you
to give it
guys'
to him.
opinion.
Say Florida wins. Do you give it to
Yeah.
McDavid? You can't.
It depends on how Florida wins it. Like
Yeah.
if Bob
Interesting.
pitches a shutout in Game 6 in Edmonton,
Yeah, then
it's
you go.
Bob's.
I don't know.
If it's another shootout like has it been the last two nights,
McDavid.
and McDavid puts up another 4-point night as he has in the last two games, yeah, you give it to Connor. I think the last one, I forget who won it, but it was over 20 years ago.
Has it happened in hockey?
It has happened.
Oh, okay. I'm not aware. I'm not, I didn't. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry. It came
Yeah.
I don't know. By the way, I saw they released how they voted for the NBA Finals MVP.
Yep. Jason Tatum had 3 votes.
Yeah. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Because
everybody else
Jason
voted for
Tatum
Jaylen Brown.
led the team in scoring, rebounds, assists, but Jaylen Brown
throughout the
locked
whole
down.
playoffs.
Yeah, throughout
right?
the whole playoffs. But Luka was locked down by Jaylen Brown. That's why they gave it to him, right? I mean,
Well, Jaylen Brown shot 37 of 79,
yes.
shot 47% from the field.
But Tatum,
Jason Tatum was 2 shots away from 100 shots in the series.
yeah.
A 5-game series.
Let's just
putting
say
up 20
100.
shots a game. He shot 39%.
I know. That's
So, and most of his points were garbage time, just padding his stats because these games
right.
were all blowouts. One game, game 2, was the only game to have a single digits going into the fourth quarter.
okay.
And games 2 and 3 were the only ones to be within 15 points at halftime.
It was a bad series.
It was a terrible series.
It was a terrible series. Not one game came down to any excitement. I don't know what the ratings were like. It's 2 huge markets. I'm sure they were thrilled, but not one game. Every time I tune in a game, it was a 20-point game. I'm like, well, I'm not going to stick around for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to go watch swimming trials. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to watch. All right. The alarm went off, and it's time, ladies and gentlemen. You see the dollar sign at the 36-minute mark on that beautiful graphic right there. Done by Jerry, by the way. By the way, Jerry's band at Field Fox on Instagram, their new song dropped. So
Ooh.
check it out. The
Did
video,
it?
Yeah, it's a good song. I wrote it last night. It's fantastic. We're going to play it once.
You wrote it?
Wait, what?
You said I wrote it last night.
I wrote it last night. No, I wrote on his site that it's fantastic. I wrote the song for Jerry. So get in the studio, boys. I got a hit. Chris would disagree with my songwriting ability, but anyway, that's an inside joke. Anyway, Jerry's band, Field Fox, very good song. They're going to have a video soon. We're going to show it on the show sometime, hopefully next week, and we'll end it with it. So, Jerry, well done. All right, picks at 12:37 now. Alex, why don't you kick it off, since that's why you're here, our sports betting analyst.
Okay, so I'm going to start out with a total that I really like in the WNBA. Now, the market is going against me because they are actually betting the over in this game. It's the Atlanta Dream at Minnesota, take on the Lynx. It is 162.5. I think that they are overreacting to the first time these two played. It was a
Okay.
very high-scoring game, 92-79. But Atlanta has been very disappointing offensively. They're 11th out of 12 right now, ranked offensively. And Minnesota has been fantastic defensively. So they are the second best in the league, holding teams to 76 points. And the Dream are 6th right now on defense, holding teams to an average of 80. There's a revenge factor in there for the Dream, but instead of taking the points and looking at it that way, I just think they are going to step up defensively and slow the Lynx down. I'm going under that 162.5.
Okay. All right, very good.
And then for the next one, this kind of goes into my home run hitter for the day, but I really like the Arizona Diamondbacks today. You have to lay a little bit of a price, -154. We have Brandon Pfaadt, our favorite, on the mound,
Pfaadt.
and he is going up against
Patrick Corbin,
Patrick Corbin.
who's fallen off the edge of the world pitching-wise.
Diamondbacks already shut out the Nationals yesterday, 1-5-0, so I think they get another win here today. So I'm going to tie that up with the Indiana Fever, -$2, -210. Much better team than the Washington Mystics. They have been pretty dreadful this year. So if you tie those two up, it is +140, +145, wherever you get it. So those are my two favorites I like. And then I like under in that Atlanta Dream Minnesota Lynx game.
Okay, so I just want to write the under the Lynx game, right?
Yes,
162, and then you like the Diamondbacks?
I like the Diamondbacks and I like the Indiana Fever, WNBA. We're going to tie those two up.
So we can watch Caitlin Clark tonight.
Yes.
Since the Pirate game's already over. They won 1-0, so I can watch something tonight on TV while we're putting the show together. Sounds good. All right, Ryan, it's up to you now. What did you have yesterday? You abstained yesterday. You didn't bet anything yesterday.
I had a lean yesterday.
On what again? I can't
that
remember.
was not good.
Okay. Whoa, was it a...
It
what
was on the Panthers to finish the series.
Oh,
I thought
okay.
they could.
But it was a lean.
win
It
on the
wasn't
puck line.
officially a Ryan McCormick pick.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Today, the AL Cy Young Award winner from last year, Garrett Cole, is making his season debut against the Baltimore Orioles. So I do like the Yankees today. They may not have Aaron Judge, being that he took a fastball to the hand yesterday.
Yeah.
But X-rays were negative. But I do like the Yankees on the money line. They won game 1 yesterday. And then in another game, I do like the over in the Dodgers-Rockies game. Both games so far in this series have gone over the total.
20 runs, it doubled. It was 10 and a half
20
yesterday,
runs
right? Yeah.
yesterday. And then Bobby Miller, who has been okay coming out, not necessarily okay, but
not 100% healthy.
Yeah, not 100% healthy coming off the IL. And then Ryan Feltner for the Rockies, who is not good.
He's bad. We're going to talk about that in Hump Homers. I know that. Now, I was hoping you didn't steal. I got lucky. I took the Phillies yesterday. I said the Phillies, Aaron Nola, who got shelled against the Red Sox. I lost twice on the Phillies last week, bringing my record down. I said, I'm going back to the Phillies. They were losing the entire game. I don't know if you saw how it was won. They were down maybe 3-1. I don't know. They won on a Castellanos blue pit to right, 2-runner score.
Well, the ball ended up hitting the wall where the fans were sitting, so they ended up calling it a ground rule double.
Okay, right. So they won. So I lucked out with the Phillies winning.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know if I want to press my luck today, because I'm now maybe I'm about 13-4 lately. I do. We've talked about. There's only one player on the White Sox that's worth watching.
Luis Roberts.
What's that?
Luis Roberts.
No, right, but pitching.
Oh.
Crochet.
Yeah, Crochet. Yes.
We love him.
Yes.
Now they are at home, the White Sox, and you were there. You can get a campfire milkshake. We got your glass right there. He's the only pitcher that you could ever seriously look at the White Sox about. They're a home dog at 1:30 against the Houston Astros, who aren't the Houston Astros you're used to. Hunter Brown's going for the Astros. But Crochet at home as a dog, this is by the way, this is the all-star rep for the White Sox without a doubt. At home.
Yeah.
I've never done this on the show. A lean? Can I give a lean?
Yes.
I've never given a lean. A lean just means like, I think it could win. And then what you do in this business is tomorrow I go, I had them, right? And if they lose, I go, well, I just had a lean.
Right.
Is that how I do it?
Yep. You did very good.
Learning from the best. All right, so I'm going to lean. I'm going to lean on Crochet. Speaking of which, behind me sits our crocheter. She's here every day in the second chair. Cecilia, she knits there every day. So I was inspired by her.
7.5.
But I'll lean White Sox at home getting money with the most prized left-hander. They can't. If they traded him, they better get like a haul.
They're wanting one for Luis Roberts.
You can just see the Dodgers doing some.
Oh man, that would
suck.
That would be terrifying.
That would suck for baseball.
Yes.
Pirates are in on Luis Robert. Minidar, I hope so. I don't want them giving up too much for a guy who gets hurt a lot. Keith Lau, Jerry's song is good. Saw it on Instagram. Not gonna lie, I like it. We didn't ask you to like Keith. You could have omitted that. Saw it on Instagram. I like it. Not gonna lie. Weird. Ed O'Bannon sells cars at Findlay Toyota in Henderson. I got a Toyota guy. Oh, well, I don't know how we know this, but if you need a Toyota, go see Ed O'Bannon. He was on the UCLA National Championship. That's interesting. Okay. What's up? What?
Are you gonna ignore the fact that you just spit up your iced tea?
Okay. Well, I don't. It's probably not on camera. There's no ISO on me like recording all the times, right? Now, okay. Well, folks, little behind the scenes here.
What happened there?
Well, I try to take my drinks when I'm not on camera, but sometimes.
No, you don't.
Once in a while, I try to look up, but sometimes I'm just so thirsty from talking a lot. I need a sip. So sometimes I look up, and then Ann cuts right away from me when she sees Cub go, and I always turn and look at her, and she was just like this. Like you couldn't have waited 2 seconds. And I spit a little bit, and then massive. Massive.
Sorry, Ryan, if we weren't completely focused on your picks.
I heard everything you said. I can do two things at once. I really can. You're talking about Aaron Judge getting hit on the hand, Mookie Betts. No. Okay, so I spit everywhere.
I did not say
What kind of animal spits? Is there an animal known to spit?
camels.
What? Is it time for Hump Day Homers? Do you see what I was doing there, Ed?
It was all part of the plan.
What?
This
What?
is you.
What is this?
Oh, we need the.
Kind of an abrupt ending. Is that how it ends? Was that the?
That was good. That was
it was great. Can we see it one more time, please? Alex and I weren't ready for it. There it is. There's balls, pinball, home run ball. I love this. I'm in love with this.
That's sweet.
And there he is. There's
Rawr.
Forrest Hump.
Rawr.
You'll include what next week? Oh, annoyed. Oh, yeah. You. Anna's like, it's like going to see Rich Little over there. He's 85 years old, I believe. That was for Anna and I. All right, we got some time left in the show. It's time for Hump Day Homers, and we got posts and a Who Day. We got to get moving. All right, so Hump Day Homers, we'll do it quickly. Alex, who do you have? We're trying to hit a parlay. She's predicted 2 on the day. Ryan, we gave credit to Jose Ramirez. Is Kyle Schwarber playing today? Because he hit another one yesterday, but not taking him. Who are you taking?
Ketel Marte.
Ketel Marte, the D-backs.
Yes, he is 5 for 9 against Patrick Corbin. He has 5 hits, including 2 home runs. He also has 12 home runs this season. 11 of them have come off of right-handed. No. Corbin has given
Corbin's
up
a lefty,
12.
yeah.
Yes, and 11 of them have been against right-handed batters.
Okay.
On the flip side, 11 of Ketel's home runs, 11 of his 14 have come off of left-handed pitching.
Yeah, and by the way, he's their
So
perennial
both works.
all-star. That guy, he's a gamer. I played well in the post. I like him a lot. He's a good pick. And you're on the Diamondbacks to win.
Yes.
She's a big Diamondbacks fan today. All right, what do you got, Ryan?
So Ketel Marte at a book in town is plus 220.
Oh, I was say 220. 220, 221, whatever it takes.
My pick
That's right,
is going
Thank you. Sorry, Ryan.
is plus 270. Looking at the Yankees pick today, on the money line, I do like Giancarlo Stanton to hit a home run off of Cade Povich, rookie pitcher for the Orioles. Stanton has a 6-game hit streak going, so he's hitting the ball really well, seeing the ball really well. Without Judge in the lineup, he's going to be their main mash. So I'm going with Giancarlo Stanton. Plus
All right, I have a Thursday headline. Alex thinks she's the only one who can do headlines. Thursday headline, Shohei Ohtani home run. Out hits the home run he hit. What was it, 450?
476.
He hits it 478. 2 feet more, not just one. 478-foot homer. So can I bet on the length? That would be like plus 4,000, I would think. No. Anyway, Shohei Ohtani, he's in the lineup. This guy, I take the whole Dodger lineup today. Bullpen's tired for the Rockies. They're deflated after that win. I love the over. You lean towards the over.
Well,
No, he gave out the over.
Oh, you did give it out. Okay,
I like
the
it
over's
too.
great.
Yeah. 10
So, I'd take any Dodger in the lineup today, jokingly. But I'm going to go Shohei. And what do I get the Parles price on that? Plus 550?
No.
What is he? One
plus 175.
See, I even thought it was going to be low 100, so that's good. So what did you figure out on the Hump Day Homers?
So if you parlay Ketel Marte against the Nationals, plus 220, Giancarlo Stanton against the Orioles, plus 270, and Shohei Ohtani against the Rockies, plus 175, it is plus 3156.
Wow.
So
crap.
almost 32 to 1.
All right, got to put that one in. But in the meantime, Ann,
If you round robin it
sound the horn!
Round robin, yes.
for $2, you can win
Round robbies.
146.
I know. I'm still not sure how. I know how it works, but I don't know. Keith explained it, but I was too busy
That
drinking.
was a
iced tea.
fun segment that you guys threw in with you three.
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
that on
I mean,
Monday. That's a good idea.
I think, and we've talked about this before, with gambling terms. When you're here on Friday, what's another thing we could talk about? Another bet, like a reverse or something? I don't know. There's other teaser. We'll talk about something. We'll think of something. That's why we have Alex here. She can explain this all to me like I'm an 8-year-old. All right, first post up. What do you got, Ryan?
First post up.
And I'm taking a sip.
Looking at mascots in the National Hockey League.
I think
So this account on Twitter tweeted NHL teams ranked by if I could take their mascot in a fight. So he thinks he can beat the Rangers, Sabres, Flames, Sharks, Canadians, Senators, and Lightning's mascots easily. The Penguins, too cute to fight. The Knights, apparently he would beat. The Blackhawks, absolutely not. And then Gritty is in a league of its own. It's just Gritty. But the Dallas Stars mascot, Victor E. Green, saw the tweet, responded to it, said, "I will crush you, son."
I will crush you, son.
Being that the guy did put him in a category of the mascot. The mascot would win. But Victor E. Green says, "I will crush you, son."
What bothers me about Victor E. Green is the grammar. There should be a comma between you and son when you're addressing someone. But otherwise, he's a mascot. Can't be the grammar police. Ryan, you were once a mascot. You were what's his name? The goose.
Spruce
the Goose.
Yeah, I have been Spruce the Goose.
How tough were you as Spruce the Goose? You could have taken
Anybody.
So wait, the graphic. So it's saying the toughest are the top ones.
No, the
Gritty.
easiest ones to beat are the top.
Okay, yeah, gritty. You don't take gritty. No one's beating gritty.
Yeah, the ones at
No.
the bottom
Okay, that's
would
it.
not fight.
Penguin,
Gritty,
too cute to
no.
fight.
Yeah, the penguin, the coyote, the Maple Leafs mascot, and the Wild
Okay.
mascot are too cute to fight.
I looked at it wrong. Gritty. I hate the Flyers, but I love gritty. I don't understand it. You know my love for this thing makes no sense. Cracked out mascot, googly eyes. Love. Ryan, do the segue. I'm so excited for it. Go for it.
So from NHL mascots to now a Major League Baseball mascot.
Gritty to grimace.
Gritty to grimace. The New York Mets are now a 7-0 record since Gritty threw out the first pitch.
Grimace throughout the first pitch.
Yeah, Grimace threw out the first pitch last Wednesday. They did have a comeback win yesterday against the Rangers, winning 7-6.
I mean, Parles is all over this. He's a Mets fan. Did he mention it on Sports by the Book today?
Of course.
He has to. I mean, this is the best thing to happen to the Mets all year. I did see Francisco Lindor was a good pick today for a home run. I think he's plus 360. I saw something before the show. But anyway, I mean, I hate the Mets, but I love everything about this Grimace thing. McDonald's could not be happier right now.
McDonald's actually changed their profile picture on Twitter to Grimace wearing a Mets hat.
Oh my gosh.
It's genius.
Fantastic.
I'm rooting for the Mets. Who are they playing today?
They're playing finishing their
The
series
Rangers
against the
again?
Rangers. Yeah.
All right. I
So-
mean, look, Texas, you won the World Series last year. No one cares.
Once they
That'll be
Finish the
tough
game
for
today,
them to
they get
actually
the-
sweep
Yeah,
the Rangers.
yeah. What'd you say?
get the Cubbies next, so that
They could make this 11.
should be another 2 games that they should win.
How's your? They got any bullpen help since we last talked about the Cubs?
No.
Lee Smith. Get Lee Smith out of retirement. He was always the dominant closer for them
the
back in my
Cubbies-
day. All right. What do you
Cubbies
have
are so
next,
bad.
buddy?
Okay, so something that happened last night. The Los Angeles Angels lost to the Milwaukee Brewers thanks to a game-saving catch from the Brewers center fielder. This ball would have been a game-tying home run that ended up being robbed. So this guy is kind of explaining it that I'm talking over, but here comes the replay.
Okay. Sal, what's this kid's name? Sal Frenick or something?
Frelick.
Yeah. So it is one of the best
Frelick.
catches to end a game.
Frelick.
He's running a lot. He's
Yeah.
got his steps in. All right. So it's Tyler Ward, right?
Taylor.
Oh, Tyler Ward played for the Pirates 20 years ago. Okay. So it's a shot. Oppo Taco here.
Yeah.
By the way, this would tie the game up.
Yeah, 3-run homer to tie the game.
Look at this. Clearly over. Yanks it back. And I love his celebration, right? He's just like, it's over right here. Watch him. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it happens here. But I mean, you're thinking right there, it's over. I got it. Here he goes. No! It's over.
Yeah.
Great catch. And they're like, "Doh, we're the Angels." Doh.
Yeah.
And apparently I read also Anthony Rendon injured on this play. He's played like 2 games all year.
Yeah. No, the guy.
I thought that would get a bigger laugh, but I
The
think
thing
it was-
I didn't like about this one is that the guy said that this was the greatest catch.
No.
The Cubs did this last year on what would have been a walk-off homer for the St. Louis Cardinals.
against
Mike
the
Tauchman-
arch rival.
Yeah, robbed the walk-off home run to secure the game and ended up.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
You can't say of all time.
No.
If it's the Angels involved, you can't say it. It's not like there's a lot at stake. Brewers are in first place. Not going to last, Milwaukee. But it was a hell of a catch.
It was.
And it would, if it would have won the game, had it been a granny to win it and he robs
Right.
it,
Then it would have
it
been,
goes
yeah.
into the upper echelon tie game. But anyway, awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you put this one in. This is my favorite thing ever.
Yeah, so I mentioned the Cubbies.
You mentioned the Cubbies.
Someone.
And this is the bullpen ERA on the back of the shirt, I believe.
Yeah, the whole thing. So this guy got a custom Cubs jersey and didn't customize it with his name. He instead must have had a fun treat.
Maybe a little drink. So that's his
and,
credit card number.
Oh
Put his
my
credit card
gosh.
number on the back of the jersey.
And you titled this "Paying for That Mistake."
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, he put his credit card number. Now, obviously, everyone watching the show right now is jotting down that number.
Oh my god.
Right.
It's been changed, but yes.
I'm sure it's been changed, but it would have been funny on the front of the shirt if it had like the expiration date
Right.
and
And
the
the-
3-digit code on the back
Right.
of the card. But unbelievable. And what you're implying is the guy might have been drinking that night when he ordered a jersey.
Yeah.
We've all done it.
Drinking or other activity.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the step. By the way, he has to wear that jersey at games for the rest of his life. So this guy's going to get free beers everywhere. They'll be like, you're the idiot who put your credit card number on a jersey. Free beer. I love it. I think that was one of the funniest things I've seen all year.
Okay,
So
so
you're saying we should do that
Yes.
So we can get free beer somewhere. Or what should we do? What mistake should we make?
Up front. Yep.
Putting on a jersey.
Social security
go
number.
viral.
That way, that's the social number on there. Steal my
That's
identity.
not as easy to change
you
as
can't change
I don't
that
think
one.
so.
ordering a new credit card.
Okay, so going to Frank's Hump Day Homer pick, Shohei Ohtani is getting another bobblehead from the Dodgers, this time featuring his dog, Decoy. This giveaway, I believe, is in August. I think August 8th, possibly.
I think people are lining
against
up
the
already.
Orioles. Yeah, so the last one was Shohei swinging. He had the gray uniform and the white uniform.
Yeah.
This one is Shohei with his dog.
That is awesome.
So
Show me the money,
yeah,
the Dodgers.
The Dodgers are completely capitalizing on having to pay the guy $700 million. So let's rake in as much as we can.
But again, does it say how many fans get it? Does it say the first?
It doesn't, no.
Give it to every fan. That's how you alleviate the long line. That's how you alleviate fights. People give it first. Every fan that attends the game gets it. I've been to many Dodger games where I've been given tickets, and I show up and it's like, oh, I get a bobblehead. It was like I have a Max Muncy, I have a Maury Wills, and I have Kershaw. I got a Kershaw one, which I didn't even know I was getting. So those are great. But there was no line. It wasn't like a mad rush for it. And I had an extra ticket. I had 4 tickets, only 2 people showed up, so I got 2 extras. I gave them to friends, whatever. But give one to everyone. Yes, I know supply and demand, but that doesn't help the Dodgers. That's just for eBay people. Give everyone who goes to the game one of those, and it's awesome with the little doggy.
Yep.
It doesn't really look like him very much. It's not
The
their
dog?
best. No,
Shohei.
Ohtani.
Oh. Yeah, it could be like leftover bobbleheads they had from other players. Like, oh, just say Shohei. People are stupid. They'll come and line up.
Yeah.
You're kind of right now that I look at it. It looks more like not Shohei. Okay. All right.
Okay, so going from one baseball thing to a baseball video, the Bowling Green football team, player on the football team, in their locker room, decided to throw a pitch and then do it in reverse.
I don't understand this. I still think it's... So he throws it.
That was seamless.
Seamless. And then here it is. So he goes... And does it.
And you can see
and
the
there
guy
you go.
sitting next to him on the right is actively moving. So
we know it's not trick photography.
We know it's not
As we
put
called it
in
in the
reverse.
70s.
Yeah.
It's impressive.
Wow.
I wonder how many... When I see something like that, I'm always like, how many takes? But yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone's walking in the room. I like the guy that was walking in. He's like, oh, you guys filming? Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unbelievable. Great clip. Darius Gaddy, too. Thank you for posting. Whoever you are. All right, excellent.
So another thing posted on social media, this time by the Boston Celtics media team, who has been the top media team possibly in all of sports the last couple of years. They decided to keep the receipts of something that all big media has been saying.
And
I
here's
love this
what I'm
one.
going to tell you
I
today.
didn't see that.
I got the Dallas
Can you
Mavericks.
pump that up, please?
I think there's going to be a parade in Dallas.
Who'd you guys really beat, though? Who'd you really beat?
I have Dallas. I think Dallas will win.
So obviously I'm going with Dallas.
Dallas. I got Dallas winning. I think Dallas is deeper.
I don't think Boston's deep at all.
I like Dallas in this series.
It's an easy choice for me. Dallas.
The Boston Celtics have not
I knew it!
Dallas Mavericks. One of the 2 best players on this floor will be Luka and Kyrie.
You're just a very good team that could get to the finals but won't win it.
But it's no longer what could be or what might
They should
be.
end with Tatum trying to do one of his social media moments. We did
Watching
it!
this past
Which
week,
everyone was pointing out, which Ryan pointed out on the show yesterday. First.
You're like, well, I guess we were wrong.
Yep. Who would bet the Mavericks at the South Point because of a dog told him to? That would be me. All right.
It's more just because you don't like Boston.
I don't like Boston. It was the dog. I did it for the show, so $10.
I might have to ask Andrew to cut mine, though, because I did say Celtics in 5 or 6.
There you go. Oh, you want it in the montage?
Yeah.
She's requesting. She's making a request for the montage. I don't know if you've noticed. I've done that a few times too. Let's see if it works. Put that in the montage. She said.
I really just meant for myself, but if you want to include it, if you want to include me.
But that was from 2 weeks ago. So
it was
it
from
won't make
2
this
weeks
week's.
ago.
No.
Yeah. I can't make it.
All right. Anyway, I think we got 1 or 2 more, and then we got Who Day real quick, right? Cool.
Yeah, 2 more posts, and then we can do our Who Day.
Okay.
So sticking with the Celtics, looking at their 2008 world champion, the 2022, they lose the finals. 2024, they win the finals. In Major League Baseball in 2008, the Philadelphia Phillies won the World Series. In 2022, the Philadelphia Phillies lose the World
I love
Series.
these.
So meaning that 2024, the Philadelphia Phillies would win the World Series. What do you guys think?
I don't know. Right now, you probably can't. The futures is probably not that great, right? Because they are
It's around 5-1.
5-1. All right, but still, I mean, they do look like an amazing team.
Yes, they do.
I rooted for them last year, and Diamondbacks, man, D-backs. I don't know. It's a good pick. I would take it. I mean, look, right? I still think there's a team that's going to emerge in the second half that everyone's going to go, okay, they're built for it. Pittsburgh Pirates, but Phillies are as good a pick as anyone. I mean, the Yankees look really good, and they're getting Garrett Cole back today, right?
Yeah. Yankees do look really good.
Yeah, Yankees Phillies would be epic fan World Series. That would be amazing. I'm not rooting for it right now, but if it happened, that'd be good TV.
How do you say that title, Ryan?
So that is finally the year.
Finally the year. Excellent. Finally the year. It's not like they haven't won it recently, right? When did they win it? In 2008?
Yeah, 2008.
Oh, God, that's not that long ago. I'm just thinking 1979 is the last time my team won. Great stuff.
Yeah. Okay, so we've talked a good amount about the WNBA today, but 6 networks have set their records for their most watched WNBA game this season, or
NBC
ever.
for the Olympics.
Most watched WNBA games ever this season. Every single one of those games features Caitlin Clark. CBS was Sky versus Fever, 2.25 million. ESPN2 was the Fever versus the Sun, 2.1 million. ABC, the Fever versus the Liberty, 1.7 million. ESPN's large broadcast was the Fever or the Sun against the Fever, 1.56. Ion, the Fever against the Mystics, and then NBA TV, the Fever against the Liberty.
They love the Sky Fever matchup, right? They just love Angel Reese versus Caitlin. I'm crazy or not, but red jersey Fever, what are those? Do they? I thought it was always black with like the yellow. I haven't seen the all red.
It's like it's a navy, not black, but red. Yeah,
navy. Yeah, navy. I like that.
Red is one of their kind of extra.
She'd look
colors.
good in a USA one, wouldn't she?
That would be the top selling jersey, NBA or WNBA.
Yeah. I think 4th in all of sports or something
Yeah.
ridiculous. Yeah, she's magic. All right. So that's all the posts, right?
Yep.
All right, we got Who Day. Now explain this. Explain this game. It's a newer feature that we've been doing.
So Who Day Wednesday, we are going to show Frank and our punchies the logos of teams that a player has played for, and you have to guess who it is. We will give you a hint of the years that they were with, if you need it, or years that they were there, if you need it. And then there's a special extra question at the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Better not be Octavio Dota. I say Jacob deGrom immediately.
Okay, so yes, playing with the Mets and the Rangers.
Very
it is
good.
Jacob deGrom.
The only reason I got that so quickly is last night I was watching baseball tonight or whatever. They talked about how he's coming back soon. Him and Scherzer should make it back. And I went, oh yeah, Jacob deGrom. Love those Ranger uniforms, by the way. Wear those powder blues. All right, Jacob deGrom, I feel like that was an easy one.
So bonus question, don't show the graphic until he gets it. Can you tell me what Jacob deGrom, Lou Gehrig, Dirk Nowitzki, Jordan Poole, and Rashard Mendenhall have in common?
Is it their birthday today?
Today is their birthday.
2 for 2. You can't get it back. Because I was going to do a triple play, triple day for Alex today, and I saw that it was, who was the first person you mentioned? DeGrom.
Yeah, but
I saw it was DeGrom's. Oh, Dirk. I saw Dirk's birthday. I saw Dirk's birthday and how fitting it would have been had Dallas maybe still been in the series. But I also saw Lou Gehrig, so that tipped it off. So I'm looking very good. I didn't cheat.
Good
Chris
job.
thought I cheated on Shirley Jones yesterday. Didn't cheat on that.
That's a great graphic.
That's a great
too.
graphic. Ryan, you make the best graphics. Is that a little piece of birthday cake back there?
Yeah.
I love that DeGrom picture.
Yes,
Ryan.
me too.
But you had to put Mendenhall in that stupid Bumblebee one. You did that just to piss me off. By the way, Rashard Mendenhall actually went on to a TV writing career. He wrote a lot of Ballers. Did you watch that show with The Rock?
Yeah.
He wrote a lot of
I
episodes
did.
because they wanted authentic NFL stuff. So they went and got some players, and he wanted to be a writer. He did that.
Very
but
cool.
also, he still blames Ben Roethlisberger for losing the Super Bowl against the Green Bay Packers. Oh, no, Rashard, it was you.
Suck.
He says it was. He got hit really hard. It was a good hit. I think Clay Matthews hit him.
You got hit really hard?
He got middled really hard. Anyway, do we have it? No. Anyway, Mendenhall, he lost the Super Bowl. But anyway, he had some good years, and I believe he was out of Illinois.
I got middled really hard.
Illinois. None of those people have ever been in Frank's kitchen. Does anyone get that reference? People who have never been in my kitchen. Andy, that was Cliff Clavin on Cheers when he was on Jeopardy. The last question, he said, whatever, they listed 3 people. He's like, people who have never been in my kitchen. Anyway, do we have one more or is that it?
That was it for Who Day.
Okay, and that's it for the show then.
Yeah.
Okay, right? Is it?
Oh, I mean, we can. One post we can use tomorrow. I do think this one is a little more timely.
You want to use it? Use it.
Yeah, yesterday at the Twins game, their first round draft pick, JJ McCarthy, threw out a first pitch.
Oh yeah, I saw.
As well as another one of their draft picks, and JJ looked like Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, there you go. Intentional grounding
and
pitcher.
Daniel Bellinger.
And why does he do that little jump? You know why? He's pissed because he knows all his friends are going to give him crap now because he threw that. He hit the batter basically.
But it just shows that football players, it's not as easy throwing a pitch off the mound.
Again, I'm still going to say baseball's the hardest sport.
He didn't ground himself before. That's why that happened.
There you go. And he hit. If that
Remember?
Yes.
He has to ground himself. No, he doesn't.
That's
have
right.
any
No, I
idea.
do. I remember we showed that. We showed that clip. Yeah.
Red Panda.
By the way, is Jefferson seeing that going, oh my God, that's a quarterback right there. All right, that was a great show. That was excellent. That was one of my favorite shows in a long time, and it's because Ryan did a great job producing and was very funny today. And do you have any more impressions? You're here all week. Any last impression? No? Okay.
Googie.
Alex, always a pleasure. We gave out Alex's picks. We like Alex's picks a lot. You have the under in the Lynx game, 167. You like the D-backs.
I do.
And you like the Fever.
That's right.
32-1 home run parlay if you want to put our hump day homers together.
I'm doing it right now.
Ketel Marte.
Doing it right now.
Carlos Stanton. And,
Tomorrow is
Shohei
Thursday,
Ohtani.
June 20th. In the studio, Mr. Jeff Parles' birthday week. Balloons are still afloat, and Jeff Parles will be here co-hosting. And the one and only, the very funny comedic legend, Bob Zaney, is stopping in. He will be later doing the Dennis Bono show, which you can come see here in the showroom in Las Vegas. Amazing lineup every time he does it on a Thursday. It's an afternoon show. You're home in time for dinner. Great show. Keith Lyle says, I'm going to agree with them. Thank you, everybody. Friday, Alex, you will be back. And Friday, just to tease it, we're going to go over the City Connect caps and list our favorites. We had a good time doing that. Right up to air today, we were arguing over which ones are the best. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Share it, click, and subscribe. I'm Frank Nicotero. Punchlines, live and about every show.